Morning all. Today we are going to discuss about the development of railways in India and advantages of railways over roadways. Coming to the transportation regarded as an index of economic, social and commercial progress of a country. All we know, once transportation developed, the economic levels of the country, social levels of the country will be increases. At the same time, the commercial progress of the country also will be increases. Commercial progress in terms of monetary point of view, it will be developed. Coming to the various modes of the transport, classification from the surface point of view. First one is land transportation, that is examples highways, cableways and ropeways. And coming to the water transport, canal, river transport, ocean and lakeways. And coming to the air transport, airways. These are the available based upon the surface point of view. On land transport, we can go for the railways also. And classification according to the means of the communication, human porter, that means manual persons, and animal porter, animal drawn vehicles, and road transport, rail transport, air transport, water transport, pipeline transport, conveyor system transport, cable and ropeway transport. Most probably all of these we seen in regular days. And pipeline transport, nowadays it is going to be a trending pipeline transport. And classification based on the freedom to move laterally and vertically. Freedom to move means 1 degree of freedom, that means in one direction only it can move. Those modes in which vehicles are free to move only along a line, that means either vehicles will be vertically or laterally restrained. Examples: railways, pipelines, conveyor systems and cableways. And 2 degree of freedom, highways, ships and boats. Because in highways, as per our requirement, we can go for the lateral movement, we can go highways also. When we are constructing the roadways, laterally we can change the direction, we can move accordingly our wish. And ships also, they can move laterally in any direction. And 3 degree of freedom, aeroplane, they are having in 3 directional freedom, it is having laterally, vertically, it can move any direction. This is based upon the freedom to move classification done. Classification according to energy used for movement, for moving of the vehicles or for moving of the persons, type of the energy used. Based upon that one, the classification made. First one is human energy, animal energy, petrol and diesel energy, steam energy. Olden days, by means of steam only the rails are supposed to move. Electric energy, nowadays solar energy and atomic energy, other non-conventional energies like batteries and hydraulic and geothermal energy. Coming to the comparison of railway transport with respect to the road transport, that means characteristics of the railway transportation. When we considered about the various characteristics, first one is attractive resistance. When we compared with road transport, it is having 1/5 of the pneumatic type, and coming to the highway transport, it is 5 to 6 times more than railway vehicles resistance. And load handling, as all of us know, railways can handle heavier loads and that too at higher speeds. Highway transport can handle only low loads. And right of entry for railways, it is a rigid and well defined path. That means right of entry not free to all. For example, if you want to move by if you want to utilize the railway service, it is not at all free. We need to purchase certain ticket or some charges will be applicable. And coming to the highway transport, it is free and flexible. Everybody has right. That means no need to purchase of any entry tickets or etc. If you are having own vehicle, you can access the highways like that. And operational controls in railway transport system, to operate the to control the railways or to operate the railways, there is certain systems are required. That is the block system and signaling and interlocking system. By means of these three, the operations of the railways will be controlled. Coming to the highway transport, there is no such type of the control. Even particularly at urban areas, maybe by means of the traffic signals we can control, but it is not considerable in highway network because it is comes under rural only. And coming to the gradient, as we know, slope. For carrying heavy loads at high speeds on railway, the gradient must be minimum. And coming to the highway transport, steeper gradients when compared to the railway required. And construction and maintenance cost, we know for railways much higher than the roads, because for track maintenance and track laying, provision of the interlocking systems, provision of the block systems, etc., it requires more money. So when compared to the roads or highways, it is required much higher than the roads. Coming to the highway transport, the construction and maintenance cost is very less. And origin and destination path, in railway transportation, starting and destination points were fixed. And coming to the highway transport, receiving and delivering of the goods can be done at any point, because in highway transport system, by means of the road network, it can be moved to any way, and we can say door to door service also possible in highway transport. And length of haul means pulling. For carrying goods like raw materials, coal, ores, it is cheaper and convenient in railway transportation. And coming to the highway transport, men and materials for 500 meters only it is convenient. When beyond that one, it is costly. And employment potential, it has got less employment potential, railway transport system. And highway transport, it has got higher employment potential. And time consumption, little more time consuming. For even shorter distance, it more time consuming. And highway transport, it is the best for the shorter distance and saves the time. When compared to the longer distances, railway transport is the best choice as it consumes less travel. And suitability for hilly regions, most probably railway transport is not suitable for hilly regions, because hilly means some steeper slopes will be provided. In that areas, it is not possible to run the railways. And highway transport system is more suitable for hilly regions. And adaptability to size and type of the load, railway transport can handle all types of the loads. And coming to the highway transport, it is restricted by the size of the vehicle. And accident rate, in railway transport, accident rate is very less, and in highway transport, accident rate is very high. But when compared to the when we go for the intensity of the accident, once an accident occurred in railways, we will get more intensity, because of more human lives will be in danger, like that one. And coming to the characteristics of right of way, it is lesser right of way in railway transport. In highway transport, it is greater highway transport. And net tons kilometer per hour, that means for 1 hour how many kilometers is transferring the tons, It is much higher in railway transport. In highway transport it is very less. And horsepower requirement in railway transport, the horsepower requirement is very less. For pulling of the 1 ton of the load, it is very less. But coming to the